And the portrait of my daughter Agnes?
Well, can't say as I do.
Book one from the bookseller, ma'am.
Now I've got some other books here. Boy, wait a moment. Oh dear, he's gone and I particularly wish to return some books today.
Excuse me, sir, but perhaps you could send Oliver with them. He'll be sure to deliver them safely.
Yes, sir. Please let me take the book for you.
Oh, very well, boy, very well. If you wish, you shall. Now, I'll tell you what I want you to do. I want you to take these books and say you come to pay the £4.10 that Mr. Brownlow owes. Let's see here. Here's £5. Now, no need to rush. It's just down the road, and I'll expect you back in 10 minutes.
Very good, sir.
Now, let us see, Mrs. Bedouin. 10 minutes.
Goodbye, my sweet red roses, two blooms for a Eve. Who will buy my sweet red roses, two blooms for a Eve? Will you
nights to cry.
Strawberries, I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy.
Who will buy? Who will buy this wonderful morning? Such a sky I never did see. Who would tie it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me? There'll never be a day so sunny it could not happen twice. Where is the man with all the money? It's cheap at half the price. Who will buy this wonderful feeling? Such a high, I swear I can fly. Here am I don't want to lose it. So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue?
There must be someone who will buy.
Who will buy my sweet red roses to bloom for a penny?
Shame on you, boy, shame.
Why don't you go home, you brutes?
She's not my sister. I got no sister, no mother, no father. You just left it. She knows her sister. There's no denying it. Kennedy for her father.
What the devil is this? Young Oliver? Come on home to your poor mum, you young dog, you. What books are these?
Then Mr. Brownlow.
You've been stealing again, have you? Nothing but a thief and a vagabond. Come on home, you young devil. Come on home. Come on home. Twist! I'll give him twist.
That's enough, Bill. We're here.
Look, boys, Oliver's back.
Look, Fagin, he's got books. And look at his togs, Fagin. And he's swell cut, nothing but a gentleman.
Delighted to see you looking so well, my dear. The Artful Dodger shall give you a new suit for fear you might soil this Sunday one. Why didn't you write and tell us you were coming? We'd have kept something warm for supper.
Hello? What is that? That's mine, Fagin.
No, it's mine, my dear. You can keep the books.
It ain't mine. Mine and Nancy's, that is. I'll be taking the boy back. Now, come on. Hand over.
This is hardly fair, Bill.
Oh, fair or not fair, hand it over, I tell you. Hardly fair, is it, Nancy? You think Nancy and me have nothing better to do with our precious time than chase after young kids? Now, give it here, you avaricious old skeleton. Give it here. That's why I share the trouble. And not half enough neither. Here. Start a library.
You can't keep those books. They belong to Mr. Brownlow. And if he finds out you got them, he'll be right out here after you.
He'll be coming out here, will he? And what did you tell him about us?
Nothing.
Well, that remains to be seen. But if you said anything out of place. Fagin, I wager the young scoundrels told him everything about us.
Stop it, Bill!
Step off or I'll split your head against the wall.
I don't care for that, Bill. Child shan't be on unless you kill me first.
We'll soon see to that.
No!
Step off!
All right, you got him. What's the matter?
The dog's got mad, I tell you.
No, she hasn't, mate. You don't take it!
Well, then keep quiet.
Will ya?
Not stand by and see it done, Bill! You've got to be, and what more would you have? Let him be!
promise you I will put my mark on someone and I won't care for the consequence!
Why, Nancy, you're wonderful today. Such talent. What an actress.
Or am I? Take care I don't overdo it. Because I'm warning you. I'll put my finger on some of you. And I don't care if I ain't with you!
You! Do you know who you are? And what you are?
Oh, yes, Bill. I know all about it. Here I am and what I am.
Keep quiet. I'll keep you quiet for a good long time to come. You're a nice one then, eh? Keeping all this humane and genteel rubbish. A pretty subject of a child, as you call him, to make a friend of.
Lord help me, I am. And I wish I had been struck dead in the street before Lenten had to bring him here. From now on, he's a thief and a liar. And everything bad from this day forth. There's not enough for you, Bill. Without beating him to death.
Oh, come, Sykes. We must have civil words. Civil words, Bill.
Civil words. Huh. Yes, you deserve them from me. I thieved for you as a child half his age up to 12 years since. Don't you forget it.
Well, if you have, it's your living.
Stop living! Not bet!
Come back for a Bill.
I will beg it.
And I'll look after myself.
Myself a wife, and the wife will cook and sew for me, and come for me, and go for me, and go for me, and nag at me. The fingers she will wag at me, the money she will take from me, a misery she'll make of me. I think I'd better think it out again. A wife you can keep anyway.
I'd rather sleep.
Anyway, left alone in the world, and I'm starting from now. So hard to win friends, and to influence people somehow. And reviewing the situation, I must quickly look up everyone I know. Titled people with a station who could help me make a real impressive show. I will own a suite at Claridge's and run a fleet of carriages and wave at all the duchesses with friendliness as much as is befitting of my new estate. Good morrow to you, magistrate. I think I'd better think it out again. So, who do I know? Where shall I go? Somebody. All my dearest companions have always been villains and thieves. So in my time of life, I should start turning over new leaves. And reviewing the situation. If you want to eat, you've got to earn it more. Is it such a humiliation for a fella to perform an honest job? So a job I'm getting possibly. I wonder who my boss will be. I wonder if he'll take to me the bonuses he'll make of me. I'll start at 8 and finish late. At no rate, no, but wait, I think must come a time, 70, when you're old and it's cold. No one cares if you live or you die. The one consolations of money you may have put by. I'm reviewing the situation, and abandon.
I shall stay!
You'll be seeing no transformation, but it's wrong to be a rogue in every way. I don't want nobody hurt for me or made to do the dirt for me. This rotten life is not for me, it's getting far too hot for me. Don't want no one to rob for me, but who will do the job for me? I don't care what they've got for me, but who will change my blood for me? I think I'd better think it out again.
Married. And 2 weeks ago tomorrow it was done. Seems an age. Sold myself a 6 teaspoons, a pair of sugar tongs, and a milk pot. A small quantity of second-hand furniture, and 20 pounds cash. Oh, I went very reasonable. Cheap. Dirt cheap.
Cheap? Well, you would have been dear at any price. And dear enough I paid for you, Lord above, know that.
Oh.
How are you going to sit there snoring all day?
I shall sit here as long as I think proper, madam. And even though I was not snoring, I shall snore, sneeze, laugh, gape, or cry if the humor so strikes me. That being my prerogative.
Oh, your prerogative?
I said the word, madam. The prerogative of a man is to command.
And what's the prerogative of a woman in the name of goodness?
To obey, madam. Your late unfortunate husband should have taught it to you. And if he did, he might still be alive today. And I wish he was the poor man. Oh, cry, cry away, madam. It exercises the eyes, opens the lungs, softens the temper, and washes the face. So cry, cry away.
How dare you speak to me like that, you great big lump! Now, talk about your prerogative if you dare! Oh, shut up! And take yourself away from here unless you want me to do something desperate! Well, are you going?
Certainly, madam. I have no intention of staying.
Oh, such a
It's
bundle!
just so very violent. Why do we even get married? I don't even know my first name.
It's old Sally, Mom. There's something to say to you that must be said. I'll never die quiet till you hear.
Oh, go on. Get out of it.
Listen to me. Once in this very room, in this very bed, I nursed a pretty young creature who was brought in with her feet cut and bruised with walking. She gave birth to a boy, and she died.
Well, what about her?
I robbed her. I robbed her, so I did. All she had were round her neck, and it were gold.
Gold? Well, go on. What of it?
This is it. Look it. Look it. She whispered in my ear that sure the poor babe lived. The day would come when it would want to hear its poor mother named. I believe she came from a good, rich family.
The boy's name?
They called him.
Yes. that boy, Mr. Bumble.
Yes, indeed, madam. Yes, indeed. Oliver, Oliver.
And that was the night with their large appetites.
Oliver, Oliver. Apparently he's Maritanally.
And you think we merely stupidly went and lost track of them?
If the truth were known, we both be delighted in seeing the back of him. Oliver, Oliver. What do we do?
We must give him his due.
And we'll praise the day somebody gave us Oliver. To your advertisement. Bumble is my name. Beat out the workhouse where the boy was cared for, from which you apprenticed an undertaker, from which he ran away.
Yes. And do you know where he is now?
Well, not more than nobody.
Well, what do you know of him?
This little trinket was given by the lad's dying mother to my dear wife, just before she passed away. The lad's dying mother, that is, not my wife. Mrs. Bumble's kept it all this time.
You say that after the boy left your workhouse, he went to an undertaker?
Yes, Mr. Salary took Oliver from us for £5.
You mean to say that you sold him like an animal?
Well, it was actually Mrs. Bumble who authorized the sale.
Really? Then I will see to it that neither one of you is employed in a situation of trust again. You may leave my house.
I do hope this little unfortunate circumstance doesn't deprave my parochial office.
Indeed it will, and you may think yourself well off besides.
But it was all Mrs. Bumble.
That is no excuse. You were present on the occasion that the boy was sold, and indeed are the more guilty of the two in the eye of the law. For the law supposes that your wife acts under your direction.
Well, if the law supposes that, then the law is an ass. If that's the eye of the law, then the law is a bachelor. And the worst I wish for the law is I deal with my experience. Experience, sir! Go, madam.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young person at the back door inquiring for you, and she says she's come about Oliver.
Mrs. Fedwin, take a look at this miniature. You see who it is?
Why, it's inside this, sir.
I can't stay out there, madam. If I had left as many would have, you would have been sorry, and no about reason neither.
I'm sorry if anyone was rude to you. Can I help you in any way?
I don't know. Could she be trusted?
Yes. Why?
I'm the girl that took little Oliver back to old Fagan's on the day he left this house.
You?
Me, sir. I wish now that I was never a part of it. I knew that he spoke to you specially, and I thought that possibly if I came to you, you could help me. And
where is this place that you speak of? Fagan's?
I can't tell you, sir.
Do you perhaps know that Oliver is probably my grandchild?
I didn't know nothing, sir. All I knew was the orders, and I had to get him back or suffer for it. You don't believe me? It's all right. Don't want your pity. But I had to get him back. We all know those who'd murder me if they knew it'd been here.
Murder? Where is Oliver? Where is this Fagan?
I can't tell you, sir. I need you to know that Oliver is safe. Let's go now quickly.
What am I to do about all this? Why must you go back? What is the reason you can't tell me where he is? And why do you have to return to those people? I can call the Bow Street runners at any moment, and if you tell them what you've just told me, they will see to it that you come to no harm.
Don't you understand, sir? I want to go back. I have to go back. See back there? There's a man that I just can't leave. Mr. Brownlow. I love him. You don't understand what it's like to love someone that way. I understand.
My dear ladies, do excuse me, but I'm very anxious about Oliver. How can you help me?
Can't take you to him. But I can bring him to you, but just not here. It's too dangerous. Can you promise me that it will not be watched or followed?
I promise you so, Winnie.
Tonight, between 11 and the clock strikes midnight, I will walk on London Bridge.
I came here to meet this poor creature, and as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone disappearing in the other direction.
Did you see what he looked like?
He was a large, very large, shouldered, heavily built man.
Could be anyone.
Anything else?
He wore a black coat and a tall hat.
Tall hat. Bill Sykes.
That's right.